The Congressional Black Caucus, Marcia Fudge, on the House floor yesterday. Here to react to her comments and more is the Brown family attorney, Daryl Parks, is with us. So all these congressmen and women, hands up, don't shoot. Powerful symbol, great chant, great phrase. One problem, Daryl. You have eyewitnesses, many of them black, saying that Michael Brown did not have his hands up. Michael Brown was not cooperating with the police. As a matter of fact, they said he was charging at the officer like a football player with his head down. So that's all based in fiction. It's a complete fabrication. What do you say to those people that are advancing a narrative that we all now know is false?
Well, here's the problem, Sean. A couple of things. Number one, I think people are up in end about the process that took place. For example, when you have a prosecutor puts witnesses before the grand jury, yet you impeach your own witnesses that you put in front of the grand jury.
Daryl, that's not. Wait a minute. But we have witnesses. You have members of Congress telling the country that's listening, oh, Michael Brown had his hands up and said, don't shoot. That's a lie. The witnesses said it's a lie. It's not true. He was charging at the officer after he tried to steal the guy's gun.
Sean,
after he robbed the store.
They have different versions of the story. Some say what you're saying. The others say they saw his hands up.
Oh, Damian Johnson.
Though, is that,
yeah, the guy that helped steal from that convenience store? That guy?
Two problems.
The guy that said he pointed point-blank range? The forensics didn't support that, nor did the autopsy support that phony story.
Here's the problem, though, Sean. There's enough there for probable cause. The issues that you're talking about are issues for a trial jury. A trial jury should decide this case more so than a grand jury. That's what people up in ends about.
Daryl, you're a good attorney. You're never going to get a guilty verdict when you have eyewitnesses corroborating, and by the way, Eric Holder knew this from day one, corroborating the officer's story. A, that he fought for the gun. B, that he charged him like a football player with his head down. You'll never get a guilty verdict. You know that, and I know that.
Here's the problem, Sean. Here's the problem. What our country needs in this situation is what we had in Trayvon Martin. We had a public trial. We all saw the evidence. We saw the trial for ourselves. Everyone was okay. Right, but you can't decide it in private the way they've done this case. That's a major problem. We need a public trial in Michael Brown's
You already had one. And the grand jury, I don't even think it should have gone to the grand jury based on all the eyewitnesses. Let me ask you, we just had the owner of this store on.